My grandpa Henry was the only person in our family who ever treated me fairly. Growing up, he was the one who taught me how to ride a bike, how to change a tire, how to stand up straight when the world tried to knock me down. So when he gifted me a BMW for my 23rd birthday, it wasn't about the car. It was about finally being seen. My mom and sister hated that. Especially Taylor, Miss Perfect, Miss Cheer Captain, Miss Mom's favorite daughter since birth. So, of course, disaster wasn't far behind. I arrived at Grandpa's house that Friday afternoon in the back seat of a yellow taxi. The moment I got out, Grandpa squinted, confused.
"Jenna, why did you come by taxi? What happened to the BMW we gave you for your birthday?"
Before I could speak, my mom stepped out of the house behind him, smiling like she controlled the weather. "Oh, Dad," she laughed, waving her hand dismissively. "That car belongs to her sister now." Grandpa froze. I could almost hear the gears turning in his head. I clenched my jaw and said nothing, because I knew how this game worked. Mom made the rules, Taylor benefited from them, and I was supposed to just smile and nod like a trained pet. Taylor sauntered outside behind Mom, jingling the BMW keys like a prize she won at a fair. "Thanks again, Grandpa." Grandpa didn't respond. He just stared at my mom for a long, heavy moment. Then he said quietly,
"Jenna, come inside with me."
Mom tried to follow, but Grandpa held up a hand.
"Not you."
Her face twitched. He guided me into his office and shut the door.
"Tell me exactly what happened."
And for the first time in years, I told someone the truth. 2 weeks after I got the BMW, Mom claimed I didn't need a luxury car, not when Taylor had cheer competitions and needed something reliable. She took my spare key for emergencies. Then one morning I woke up and the car was gone. Mom shrugged and said, "It made more sense for Taylor to use it. You'll be fine with the old Honda." Except the Honda didn't even start half the time. If I complained, Mom shot back with, "You're being dramatic. Stop being selfish. Families share." But sharing only went one direction in our house. When I finished telling Grandpa everything, including the times Mom borrowed money from my bank account, the vacations Taylor got while I stayed home, the favoritism since childhood, he just sat there, silent, thinking. Then he stood up and said, "Come with me. Don't say anything." We walked back into the living room. Mom and Taylor were laughing about something on Taylor's phone. Grandpa didn't smile. He said, "Linda, where are the BMW papers?" She blinked. "Why would you need those?" "Because," Grandpa said, "I want to check something." She hesitated. Taylor stopped smiling. "Dad, it's really not necessary." "Linda, bring me the papers." She finally stomped off. Taylor rolled her eyes. "This is ridiculous." Grandpa turned to me. "Jenna, you're leaving with me after this." My heart nearly cracked. Mom returned with the files, still complaining, and dropped them on the table. Grandpa opened them slowly. Then he spoke in a voice colder than I'd ever heard. "Linda, explain to me why the BMW registration was transferred into Taylor's name 3 weeks ago without my or Jenna's permission." Mom froze. Taylor's mouth fell open. Grandpa's eyes were razor sharp. "I didn't think it mattered," she said weakly. "Jenna didn't need the car, not when Taylor had cheer competitions and needed something reliable." "Stop!" Grandpa's voice shook the whole house. "You stole a gift from one granddaughter to give to the other." Mom tried to speak. "I was trying to be practical." Grandpa slammed his palm on the table. "Practical! You've been stealing from Jenna her entire life." The room went silent. Taylor's face went pale. Grandpa straightened, breathing hard. "That car," he said, "was bought with my money and my intention, not yours. And you manipulated the title like it was yours to hand out." Mom tried again, desperate. "Dad, please, let's talk." "We're done talking," he interrupted. Then, without looking at her, he pulled out his phone and made a call. "Hi, Tom. I need the BMW towed to my house today. Yes, I'll handle the legal side. New title coming. Thank you." Mom gasped. "That's taking the car back? That's Taylor's." Grandpa stared at her like she'd lost her mind. "No, it was Jenna's, and now it's mine again, and I'll decide who gets it." Taylor burst into tears. "This is so unfair." Grandpa didn't flinch. "You're right," he said. "For the first time, life is finally going to be fair." Then he turned to me. "Jenna, pack your things. You're coming to live with me." Mom exploded. "Absolutely not!" Grandpa didn't even look at her. "I wasn't asking permission." 30 minutes later, I walked out of the house with my backpack. Mom was yelling. Taylor was begging. Grandpa remained calm as ever. When the tow truck arrived and the driver started attaching the BMW to the lift, Taylor cried like someone was stealing her firstborn child. I didn't say a word. Not out of spite, out of peace. Grandpa walked me to the car. "You were never the problem," he said softly. "They were." I swallowed hard. "And from now on, you'll have everything you were denied." 3 months later, I still lived with Grandpa. I had a new job, a new life, a new sense of self-worth. And on my birthday, he handed me a key. A brand new Jeep Grand Cherokee, exactly the car I had always wanted. He smiled. "This time, Jenna, nobody is taking anything from you." And for the first time in my life, I truly believed him.